Obviously, great card here, but you did break some major news this morning. Just wanted to ask you to expand on it a little bit. Now that Michael Chandler is officially in the UFC, what are you excited about with him coming over?
Yeah, no, he seems like a good kid. I like him, and he's excited to be here, and we're excited to have him.
Pretty big opportunity for him right off the bat for him to go over there and back up that main event.
Yeah, he's been around for a long time, so he wanted it. Listen, I'm making fights. We're rolling. We're going. I leave Sunday. We got all this shit going on here. I leave Sunday. Guys that want to fight, and guys that don't. It's all good. Listen, you don't see me chasing down any pound for pound guys, any big superstars or anybody. I'm just looking for guys who want to fight.
Yeah.
You want to fight? We got fights for you.
Is there any chance between now and then that Michael could get an opponent, or is he 100%?
No, he's in for that. If anybody falls out of that fight, he'll fly out there early. He'll acclimate. He'll cut weight. He's getting training camp. He will make weight. He'll go no matter what happens, no matter how. It can be midnight the night before, and everything can be good. He's getting on the scale the next day because just too much crazy shit has happened, especially this year. I'm not risking anything this year, so he'll be there and go through the whole process.
For sure. Does that mean that he's automatically getting the winner, or is this just a backup plan and then we'll figure out what happens?
It's a backup plan, yeah. And we'll go from there.
Thank you.
How many times you lose your fights?
Oh, I've lost quite a few fights. 31-13.
You think you're black belt?
Yeah.
But
when you fight tough guys,
Jack Hermanson, he did not have a black belt. Why he choke you out?
Sometimes you lose when you fight tough guys, man.
Who give you?
You'll find out.
Belt? I have blue belt. I'm gonna choke you out.
You can go ahead and try there, buddy.
You have to give me your black belt to me.
All right. If you choke me out, I'll find a black belt, give it to you. How about that?
If I choke you out, you are finished with this sport.
Okay, if I double leg you, do I get like a wrestling trophy or something?
If you double leg me, try it.
Okay, I will.
All right, thanks, guys. A win here would certainly be big for you. There'd be clearly two fights on the table that everybody would want to see, right? The rematch with Kamaru Usman, I think everybody would be in for that, or the grudge match with Masvidal. So if you were able to pick one or the other, if Dana came to you and said, Colby, we like your style, we like what you're doing, you make the call. Which fight do you take first?
That's a tough one to ask because both those guys are going to get it. It doesn't matter in which order it goes. It could be Marty Fake Newsman first or Street Judas Masvidal, but they will both get it unless they're both cowards and tuck their heads between their tails and run off. But, those are the only two fights I'm looking for after I end Tyron Woodley's career on Saturday night on ESPN.
Obviously, we've been keeping tabs on Leon Edwards and where he's at in that welterweight division. That welterweight division is absolutely lit right now. We know that you've said yourself that it'll be Usman Burns next. We've got Colby against Woodley. Where does Leon Edwards fit into this mix for you?
Yep. What Leon Edwards needs to do is sit back, watch the fight this weekend, see how everything plays out. He couldn't be in a better position right now. He's one of the top guys in the world. A couple of things haven't gone his way and have fallen out or however it's played out, but all he's got to do is sit back and watch and stay ready. Stay healthy, be ready. Something big's coming his way.
Let me ask you, are you disappointed that you don't get the chance to face him down, to deal with him, or are you kind of happy you don't have to put up with his stuff today?
I'm just excited that Black Lives Matter.
Are you surprised that in the lead up to this fight that he hasn't been more vocal? I mean, this is Colby Covington. He's almost been respectful of you. Is that shocking to you at all that he hasn't gone into more like he normally does?
I'm just really excited that Black Lives Matter.
Fair enough. And we know that it looks like Usman and Burns is later, this year. A win here would be big for you. Would you keep yourself ready to be a fill-in opponent on a title fight, or are you at a point in your career where you wouldn't do that?
I feel like, a victory here just really shows how much Black Lives Matter.
Fair enough. And then my last question for you then, obviously the Black Lives Matter shirt on. Clearly you want to keep it in that direction today. Would you like to use this platform to deliver any messages to everyone out there?
Just that Black Lives Matter.
I want to root for Tyron, except I just feel like he never does the thing that he just doesn't do what the fans are going to fucking jump on board with each time. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe people will flame me for saying it. Maybe Black Lives Matter is more important than any fight and blah, blah, blah. But I just feel like people are watching the UFC to escape the politics, to escape COVID-19, to escape everything that's going on in the world. And, not to be, disparaging of it or to be insensitive, I just feel like, Colby trashes him and he's just like, Black Lives Matter. It's a moment for that.
Listen, obviously that's a very sensitive subject to Tyron Woodley, and rightly so. It's a powerful movement with a strong message, and Black lives do matter. And of course, he is in the spotlight, he's in this press conference, and he wants to use that platform to deliver that message, to deliver that powerful message. And he wanted to reiterate it every single time. But I just feel that he missed the mark a little bit, because whilst he wanted to focus and make Black Lives Matter the focal point of the press conference, which of course is a very good cause, and I'm with him 100% of the way, it just minimized the interaction that he had with the press, because the press are there to do the job. And if every time he opens his mouth, he just says Black Lives Matter, then eventually they're just going to say, well, fuck it, I'm not going to ask any more questions. And he's just giving us the same shit each and every time. So the time that Tyron had at the press conference, it wasn't very long. There was a few questions, 4 or 5, maybe 6 questions, if I'm not mistaken. And then he went, and then there was no more questions, because no one's asking anything, because he just keeps giving the same answer. So while, listen, I get it. He is advocating Black Lives Matter. He's being a spokesperson for it. And I totally 100% get it. He also minimized what he could have done was given some proper answers to your point, Lewis. You know what I mean? Maybe give it a fucking rap, maybe talk some shit, but reiterate it and round it about in a way and button it up every time with the fact that Black Lives Matter. But he could have segued that in with some other stuff, and I feel like that would have been a better use of that spotlight.